Hi, it's Dr. Elizabeth Sharavati, fertility, pregnancy, and children's health expert, and I am popping on today because I have been noticing that many of my fertility clients have been making the same mistake over and over again. I don't want you or them to keep making it. And so here's something that I've found myself talking with clients about frequently in the past while, and it is going back to this question about when am I fertile? When can I get pregnant? So when in the month should I be timing intercourse in order to achieve pregnancy? And so many women are tracking their cycle either on paper in a chart or in an app, and they're making an assumption that is probably leading them to actually miss being able to get pregnant. And that assumption is that your fertile window is that heart is that day marked with a heart or a flower by your app that is simply calculating the average mid-cycle, the middle day of your average cycle. So your body is going to be ovulating in its own cycle. And yes, for an ideal, healthy, normal period, which is 28 days long, you would ovulate at day 14. Or if your period is, say, 30 days long, and on average, not even this past cycle, but on average cycle for the past however many cycles you've been tracking, your app will calculate what that average is. So let's say your average over the past 6 months cycles were 30 days, some were 32, some were 26, for example. It's still going to plot that fertile window in the very mathematical average center of that cycle. Meaning you could be missing your fertile window simply because for that particular cycle you didn't ovulate at that mathematical middle, and maybe you never did, and the app doesn't know that. So what I train people to do is to understand their body signs of fertility, which are the signs that the body produces to prove and show when your most fertile window is open. And so if you are ovulating, you can learn to find these signs, and if you aren't ovulating, you won't see the signs, and then you know that you need to work on that part, on how to be ovulating, restore ovulation. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about this in my upcoming free fertility class. It's a training. It's called 3 Dangerous Traps that women in their 30s fall into that make it almost impossible to get pregnant. I'm going to teach you how to overcome this one and others, and teach you some really cool actually neural reprogramming techniques so that you can start to train your brain for optimal fertility too. It's pretty cool. It's free. Join me live this week. Sign up information is below, and I'll see you then.